Today we're looking at trade setups on two Forex currency pairs, the Euro-Swiss Franc pair and the Euro-Swedish Krona pair. Don't go away. Hi, this is Tim from TradingStrategyGuides.com. Today we're looking at trading ranges on both the Euro-Swiss Franc and the Euro-Swedish Krona. We're going to look at those, but first, once again, we've got quite a few charts to check out this week. After all that, Tim's Trading Maxim. Happy Monday, everybody. Let's take a look at our active trades. I've been trailing stops on the second half of the Euro Great British Pound. It started consolidating a few days ago, so I held my trailing stop right here at 88.03, which probably would have been taken out on Friday had I not done that. So waiting for a new low to continue trailing stops on this one. Did a similar thing on the Great British Pound Swiss Franc, holding the trailing stops at 122.85 right here, and got taken out right there. So stopped for plus 31 pips or a 0.9% account gain. Done with the pound Swissy for now. Bitcoin is a bit complex. When I took this trade on February 8th, I got in right down here because I took it in a broker account where the candle closed at 5 p.m. New York time. So I got in way early and it shot up after that. So I got in at 44,200 right here. My first target was 47,462, which got hit right here. I got half off for profit, moved my stop to break even, and my break even stop was hit the very next day, February 10th, right here. So I closed this trade with 0.67% account gain. Not as much as I would have liked, but no complaints because it definitely falls in the winners category. Those of you that are following may have actually gotten into this trade up here. If you did, you're okay. You're probably close to hitting your target right up here on Sunday, which is the day I'm recording this. So you either hit it or you're about to hit it. In any case, here's the deal. I am now looking to buy back in on a candle close above this 48,700 level. Now, normally when I see this much rise all the way down here like this, I want to see some significant pullback. Now, we did have some pullback right here, and that's good. That kind of satisfied my yearning for a pullback there. But we don't really have much of a pullback once it started pushing back up from 28. But I've made so much on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is so overhyped right now. I'm willing to take a little bit more of a risk to get back in long. Remember, the normal rules apply. I'll close the trade if the candle closes back below 48.7, and I'll take half off for profit at a 1 ATR target. Just remember, don't get too excited about all the reports that Bitcoin is going to 100,000. Now, I don't doubt that it's going higher and could even hit 100,000 or way more, but it's likely to pull back some before then. So always, did I say always? Always follow your risk management rules. This ain't no casino. We're not gambling. We're managing our risk. Our goal is to be successful traders, not go all in. AMRX, Amneal Pharmaceuticals, Inc., triggered a buy on February 8th right here. Came very close to my first target on February 9th. If I had been around when that happened, I probably would have taken my profit off. But I wasn't, and I didn't. So I'm still in this, and now it's kind of looking like the momentum is gone. So even though this candle has not closed back inside the range, I'm probably going to close this puppy for a loss. Since this is Sunday, I'll close it on the open, or I'll at least take a look at it on the open tomorrow, Monday, and I'll let you know my result. But I'm thinking that if this thing doesn't jump up here somewhere early tomorrow morning, I'm going to go ahead and take a loss and move on. So if that happens, I'll be done with AMRX for now. Okay, the Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar triggered a buy on February 10th. Closed back inside the range on February 11th. This triggered with just enough volume to go full size. So I closed this for minus 64 pips or a 0.6% account loss. Done with the pound Kiwi for now. And lastly, the NASDAQ triggered a buy right here on February 8th. I got long at 13,682-ish. Stop loss of 13,294 and first target of 13,941. So it fiddled around for most of last week, and then on Friday it shot up about halfway to our target. So at least it's headed in the right direction. And that's it for the active trades for today. Let's take a look at today's trade picks. Today we're looking at a trading range on the Euro-Swiss Franc currency pair. I'm sure you guys already know this, but a trading range is a consolidation with a strong support level like this one at 107.40 and a strong resistance level like this one at 108.70. Price just sort of bangs back and forth between these levels until it eventually explodes out of the range in one direction or the other. I'll take a break of a trading range in either direction. And as a nice confirmation of the consolidation, we have a decline in volume and volatility. Volatility is the amount of daily movement of the price, and I measure it with the average true range, or ATR. And here's our trade plan. We're going to buy a daily candle close above the range or above 108.70, or we'll sell a candle close below the range or below 107.40. On the breaking candle, to enter a full-size position, we want to see the volume bar reach up to the volume average right here. If it doesn't quite reach the average but does reach 75% of the average, I will take a half-size position to reduce risk. You can calculate the percentage by dividing this volume number by this volume average, and you should get at least 0.75. If you don't get at least that amount, I suggest you stand aside on the trade. Stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR. First target is 1 times the ATR. So on the breaking candle, when you're preparing your order, in this case buy order, set it up, look at the ATR, multiply that by 1.5, measure that distance behind your entry for your stop loss, measure 1 ATR above your entry for your first target, and of course just the opposite if it breaks to the downside. If after entering the trade, get a candle close back inside the range, we'll take the loss right then and not wait for it to hit the stop loss. A breakout of the pattern should be explosive and hit our target fairly quickly. If not, and the momentum goes away, we want to shut the trade down without taking a full stop if possible. When the price hits our first target, we'll close half the position for profit and set the stop loss to break even on the remainder. We'll then follow stops as price moves in our direction until the market takes us out. I will only risk about 2% of my account on each trade. And that's today's setup on the Euro-Swiss Franc currency pair. Now here's one I don't trade very often, but I like it. It just doesn't come up on my radar very often. We're looking at a trading range on the Euro-Swedish Krona currency pair. The symbol is EURSEK. As I mentioned before on the Euro-Swissy, this trading range has support at 10,0400 and resistance at 10,1700. And again, we have a decline in volume and volatility. And here's the trade plan. We're going to buy a daily candle close above the range or above 10,1700, or we're going to sell a daily candle close below the range or below 10,0400. Now, I'm not going to bore you with that whole spiel. The management details are always the same. If there's at least average volume, enter a full-size position. If there's only 75% volume, enter half-size position, otherwise stand aside. The stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR. The first target is 1 times the ATR. And if you get a candle close back in the range after you enter the position, close the position and take the loss. Get half off for profit when it hits the first target and move the stop to break even on the remainder. And again, 2% risk max on this trade. And that's today's setup on the Euro-Swedish Krona Forex pair. Okay, this is the way I manage these trades. You do you, okay? Make sure you understand what you're comfortable with and you trade it that way. And the thing that helps me keep a handle on the psychological side of trading is my trading maxims. A maxim is a general truth, fundamental principle, rule of conduct, or proverbial saying. You guys know the deal. Use whatever tools help you maintain discipline. Discipline and consistency in everything are paramount. And today, Tim's trading maxim number 24, a smart person learns from his mistakes. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. Okay, let's start by establishing that you're an idiot if you don't learn from your own mistakes, okay? Now that you know where I'm classified, yes, I often make the same mistakes multiple times before I learn. Now we'll move on. It's good to be smart. It's also good to be wise. I was a pretty old guy before I realized that I would have avoided a lot of pitfalls if I had just listened to my dad and my older brother. You know, you can't just listen to everyone's opinions, but find people that you respect and that have your best interests at heart and listen to them. You'll spend a lot less time tripping over your own feet. Now remember the Euro-Swissy Forex pair trade plan for today. We're going to buy a daily candle close above the range or above 108.70, or we'll sell a daily candle close below the range or below 107.40. And our Euro-Swedish Krona trade plan for today, we're going to buy a daily candle close above the range or above 10.1700, or we'll sell a daily candle close below the range or below 10.0400. For both trades, take a full size position if you've got average volume or better, half size if you've got 75% average volume or better. Your stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR. Your first target is 1 times the ATR. And don't forget to sign up for my Trading Picks email list to get early notification of these picks. The link is in the description box below. And that's all for today's video. Come back Wednesday for the next installment of the Trading Education Series. This time we'll look at a chart pattern trading strategy. Be here Friday for my Strategy of the Week and next Monday for my Trade Picks. My videos all come out at 3 p.m. New York time, barring unforeseen circumstance. Don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have. Remember, the only stupid question is the unasked one. If this video helped you, click the like below, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to be notified of our videos in the future. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Wednesday.